If he does this after 60, he will never commit. And you need to hear this, because what I'm about to share might save you years of your life, years of waiting, of hoping, of trying to convince yourself that maybe he just needs more time. No, time is not the issue. Choice is. Before I reveal the truth, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because here we cut through the excuses, the confusion, and the mixed signals, and I give you the clarity you've been searching for in love after 60. Don't wait until it's too late. Join this community now, and let's walk this journey together. Now let's get into it. After 60, people are different. We've lived, we've loved, we've lost, we've been hurt, we've healed. And at this stage of life, we don't play around anymore. We either know what we want or we know what we don't. But here's the harsh reality. Some men will never commit. Not because they can't, not because they don't know how, but because they don't want to. And the moment you see this behavior, you should believe it. The this I'm talking about is avoidance. Avoiding plans, avoiding conversations about the future, avoiding the word we, avoiding responsibility. Does this sound familiar? Have you been with a man who says all the right things when he's with you, but the moment you bring up commitment, he shuts down? Maybe he changes the subject. Maybe he laughs it off. Maybe he says, "Why ruin a good thing?" Or the classic, "I just need more time." But ladies, how much time does a man need after 60? He's had decades to figure out who he is and what he wants. If he hasn't made up his mind yet, what makes you think tomorrow will be any different? Pause for a second. Let me ask you this. How long have you already been waiting? Weeks, months, years? And in all that time, has anything changed? Or has he kept you in the same cycle, close enough to keep you hopeful, but distant enough to never give you what you deserve? If this is resonating with you, smash that like button right now, because the more women who see this, the more we break free from this pattern of waiting on men who will never step up. Let me tell you a quick story. A woman I spoke with, we'll call her Linda, met a man after her divorce. She was 62, he was 65. He was charming, funny, kind. They spent weekends together, dinners, trips. But every time she brought up moving in, meeting his family, planning something real, he dodged. For 6 years, she waited. 6 years. And one day, she realized he never introduced her to his kids. He never let her be part of his real life. She was an accessory, not a partner. And the hardest part? Deep down, she knew it the whole time. Ladies, how many years of your life are you willing to give away like that? After 60, every year matters. Every moment matters. And if he does this, if he avoids commitment, avoids clarity, avoids building a future, you already have your answer. He will never commit. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but maybe he's scared. Maybe he's been hurt. Maybe he just needs patience. Let me tell you the truth. Fear doesn't stop a man who really wants you. Pain doesn't stop a man who's ready to love. Age doesn't stop a man who has decided you're his partner. If he wants you, if he truly values you, nothing will stand in his way. He will commit, period. But the men who don't want to, they'll give you excuses. I'm not ready. I don't believe in marriage anymore. Let's just enjoy what we have. Why complicate things? Sound familiar? Those aren't reasons. They're shields. Shields to protect their comfort while you're the one sacrificing your dreams. And the longer you believe those shields, the longer you stay stuck in a relationship that's going nowhere. Let's take this deeper. How do you know if he's serious? It's simple. Look at his actions. Does he introduce you to his family and friends? Does he talk about the future and include you in it? Does he make space for you in his life? Real space, not just weekends and dinners. Does he ask about your dreams, your needs, your goals together? If the answer is yes, then congratulations. He's showing signs of commitment. But if the answer is no, if he keeps you at arm's length, if you're always waiting for the next step, then he has no intention of changing. And that's the moment you need to decide. Do you stay in maybe, or do you walk towards yes? And here's where most women get stuck. They confuse comfort with commitment. Comfort feels nice. He's fun to be around. You enjoy his company. You laugh together. It's easy to think maybe that's enough. But it's not. Because comfort without commitment eventually turns into pain. The pain of realizing you gave years of your life to someone who never gave you what you deserved. Ladies, let me ask you, what do you really want? Do you want a man who keeps you in the shadows? Or do you want a man who proudly says, she's mine, she's my partner, she's my future? The answer is obvious. You want and deserve the latter. If you're still watching, you're here for a reason. You know deep down this message is speaking to you. So here's what I need you to do. Subscribe right now. Because the next videos I have coming will reveal even more signs to watch for and how to protect yourself from wasting your time. You do not want to miss that. Now, let's talk about something that hurts but needs to be said. Some women hold on to hope because they're afraid of being alone. At least I have someone, they think. But here's the truth. Being alone is not the worst thing. The worst thing is being with someone who makes you feel alone. The worst thing is staying in a relationship that drains you, that keeps you waiting, that never gives you security. And let me tell you, there are men after 60 who are ready. Men who crave partnership, men who value commitment, men who see you and think, this is it, she's the one. Don't let one man who won't commit keep you from finding the one who will. I want you to imagine this. Imagine being with a man who plans trips with you, introduces you to his kids, includes you in his decisions, holds your hand and says, I'm not going anywhere. Imagine the peace, the security, the joy of knowing you're truly chosen. That's what you deserve. And that's why you can't settle for less. Let's circle back to the beginning. If he does this after 60, if he avoids commitment, avoids clarity, avoids making you part of his life, then he will never commit. And you have to believe him. Don't listen to his words, watch his actions. And if the actions don't align with what you need, then you have your answer. Ladies, I want to leave you with this. Life after 60 is not about settling. It's about freedom. Freedom to choose yourself. Freedom to demand what you deserve. Freedom to walk away from maybe and walk toward yes. You don't have time to waste on men who can't love you fully, and you never have to. So here's what I need you to do right now. Subscribe to this channel, because this is just the beginning of the truths you need to hear. Hit like so more women can find this and free themselves from waiting games. Share this video with a friend who might be stuck in the same situation. Because when we understand men after 60, we stop guessing, stop waiting, and start creating the love we truly deserve. If he does this, he will never commit. But now you know. Now you see the signs. And now you have the power to choose differently.